What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I'm Don. I'm doing a subscriber request today, which is what I normally do, to an artist I haven't heard, and which is kind of like the theme. You guys are requesting so many artists. And the thing that makes me feel a little bit better is sometimes I'll do an artist that some of you who've been, grew up on this kind of stuff hadn't even heard of. So I feel good about that part. But anyway, Jimmie Driftwood's song, Tennessee Stud. A lot of people have covered this from the little bit of research I did, but I'm pretty sure that he wrote it. So, and he's from Timbo, Arkansas. So, woo pig suey. I don't know where Timbo is in the state, but I would have worn my Razorback hat. But when I sat down to do this, it was on the 3rd floor, and I didn't feel like going up and getting it. But if I recall correctly, he was born in Timbo, Arkansas, and passed away in Fayetteville, Faytown, the Hill. So, I've been there. I saw a football game there. My Rutgers Scarlet Knights beat the Razorbacks that day, about 6-7 years ago. Anyway, and this is requested by John McClurg. So, John, thank you for this recommendation. Let's see what Jimmie's got. Boop.
Along about 18 and 25, I left Tennessee very much alive. I never would have got through the Arkansas mud if I hadn't been riding on the Tennessee Stud. I had some trouble with my sweetheart's paw. One of her brothers was a bad outlaw. I sent her a letter by my Uncle Fudd, and I rode away on the Tennessee Stud. The Tennessee Stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee Stud. One day I was riding in a beautiful land, I ran smack into an Indian band. They jumped their nags with a hoop and a yell, and away we went like a bat out of well. I circled their camp for a time or two just to show what a Tennessee horse can do. The redskin boys couldn't get my blood, 'cause I was a-riding on the Tennessee Stud. We drifted on down into no man's land, crossed a river called the Rio Grande.
Saw that coming.
I raced my horse with a Spaniard's bow till I got me a skin full of silver and gold. Me and a gambler, we couldn't agree. We got in a fight over Tennessee. We jerked our guns, he fell with a thud, and I got away on the Tennessee Stud.
What a life.
The Tennessee Stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee Stud. Well, I got as lonesome as a man can be, a-dreaming of my girl in Tennessee. The Tennessee Stud's green eyes turned blue, 'cause he was a-dreaming of a sweetheart too. We loped right on across Arkansas. I whooped her brother and I whooped her paw. I found that girl with the golden hair, and she was a-riding on a Tennessee mare.
Good combination.
Stirrup to stirrup and side by side, we crossed the mountains and the valleys wide. We came to Big Muddy and we forded the flood on the Tennessee mare and the Tennessee Stud. Pretty little baby on the cabin floor, a little house coat playing round the door. I love the girl with the golden hair, and the Tennessee Stud loves the Tennessee mare. The Tennessee Stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee Stud.
Man, there's only one genre of music that you could actually write a song like that. Incredible. Man, oh man. All right, and part of me too, sometimes you guys accuse me of overthinking things. I accuse myself of it too, but I mean, language is so sometimes open-ended, and I Part of me, when I heard him talking about, you know, the mayor and the woman, and then they had the little one, what do you call it, Tennessee Colt on the floor or something like that. He was referring to, you know, well, I'll leave that be. I want to keep this as a family show. But that was fun. He was telling the story of himself through the horse, basically. But what a pretty picture he painted of the horse, you know, the Tennessee stud. At first I thought he might have been talking about a train. Then he got into describing it, and I'm like, oh. Because I did another song where like there was a train that got out of town on. One was like the Pocono, and another one was, there's other names for them. And I thought this might have been one, but nope. This was a horse, a hell of a horse. What do I rate a song like that? That was just a story. Classic story right there. And if you're impatient, you can't enjoy a story like this, you know, or if you're too young, you don't identify with the human condition enough. But this is something where if you have both, you can enjoy, let's see the smile, you can enjoy a song like this. I am going with an 8.8. For some reason, I'm not quite feeling a 9. But that's a good, fun story. Just plodded right along. It came full circle back. He got the girl, took out the paw, the brother, I think, got the girl, and they had a baby. Baby horse. I guess everybody was happy. All right, yeah, John McClurk, thank you for that. That was enjoyable. So, all right, guys, leave your comments. I know you do. I read them. Don't respond to them all, but I get to a number of them, and we'll go from there. Thanks for playing along. See you on another video. Keep rocking the country.